It's something like a busman's holiday when an ape man visits the zoo. As far as the ape's concerned, anyway. For the man at the turnstile, it was something else again. Especially when the ape started talking in a dark brown voice. His head popped out of the window and his eyes popped out of his head. "That's no monkey," said the horse. "I'll soon find out," said the tiger. "Let me out of here." When they got to the fruit stall, trouble began. "Hey, miss, he's stealing the fruit. And now he's got a date to keep. This way," roars the lion. "Ah, there he is. Looks like trouble brewing. Maybe it's a new kind of bear trap." This could go on forever, but now it's time to take the monkey skin back to the store. What? Didn't you guess it was just a man making a monkey of himself? And you? No kidding. Brighton's Crack Fire Brigade has a fine emergency reserve which only turns out for special jobs. Just about the right size for some of the prefab houses we know. Of course, we're only kidding, but they're certainly dead keen, and it's a clear case where youngsters burn to learn. Here we go, off to an urgent call. The whole job is made just like the real thing, and everyone's keen and ready as the brigade roars to the scene of the outbreak. Now, where the blazes is that fire? Keep it going, mister, till we're ready. The rescue squad are ready to break in. Maybe it is just play, but they're taught the right way to do things. They'll soon have the blaze under control. If they don't, somebody's not trying. Joking apart, the children learn how dangerous fire is and what to do in an emergency. But it's one subject where homework is not encouraged. Everyone says English football is going to the dogs, but they don't mean this way, because really, it's George Sanger's Boston Terriers who have gone to football as the newest sport for gay young dogs. They're just crazy about it. There's no trouble getting them into their club colours, which look like Newcastle's. They know it means a game. Here's the kickoff. The ball is a balloon. They get through a dozen a game. And here's a scramble round the goal. Oh, well saved, Mum. Yes, it's a family team. Mum and her 5 children. Mum doesn't need daughter's help, so she's sent her forward. Balloons burst and still no score. And there's another grand save. Doggone it, it's a busy time in goal. Of course, you know who they ought to play for. Barking. Getting himself all tied up in knots is Alan Allen's idea of an easy way to make a living. Loafing won't get you daily bread, he says, and he boasts he can get out of trouble quicker than you can get him into it. 2 from the crowd take on the challenge, and it looks as though Mr. Allen's done to a turn. Now, just so that everybody can see clearly, he's going to do his stuff hanging by his feet 60 feet above the road. He's got to get free in less than 4 minutes, 35 seconds. That's how long it took to do him up. All set? Go. He'll have to get a wriggle on to get free in time. If he hangs upside down more than 3 minutes, his eyes give him trouble. Here's a tricky bit. It's very cold, but getting free is a really hot job. Suddenly he finds his hands are too cold to grip firmly and takes a grip with his teeth. Now he's free. A shout to his helpers to get him down as quickly as possible, and he whizzes to safety with 15 seconds to spare. Nobody there realized just how near he was to disaster. But for once, Alan Allen was a very narrow escapologist. Did you ever ride a wall? No? Oh, you're just the people we're looking for. Walk up, walk up. Sit down if you like, there's a nice table there. This is Liberty Hall. Do just as you please. Good evening, sir. You're used to standing in a tube. Isn't it nice to have lots of room to do it in? Now, is everybody happy? Fine. In the center, our camera is ready, and there's our cameraman ready to do it with strings. Okay, let her go, George. The power's switched on. The wall starts to revolve, and soon centrifugal pressure forces everybody against the wall. Then the floor sinks, leaving them stuck high and dry. As the center camera moves round with the wall, it looks as though the objects aren't moving. Excuse me, sir, but you're liable to be arrested for loitering with no visible means of support. Our cameraman looks comfortable. It's a lot easier to reload a camera this way. It's just the high speed that makes all this magic come about. Time's up. The controller slows up, and gradually the travelers slide down as the floor comes up to meet them. And the next lot, please. Why, if it isn't Dot and Carry One and their father, Prince Kari Kari. Well, if it isn't, hush, keep 'em dark. Step right in, please. There's nothing to fear. But if you change your minds, you'll be out of luck because George is turning on the juice. Great snakes, it's Kasenga the Snake Charmer, looking as though they'll have to viper off. And no love lyrics for the prince, please. The temple bells are ringing in his head, and he's feeling less than the dust right now. No kidding.